Word up, fam. Wanted to hop on here, talk about my experience taking peptides, specifically BPC 157, uh, not intermuscular, sorry, subcutaneous, which is like a diabetic needle, and then also TB 500, or thiamine beta 4, however you say it. Those are similar. I think one's like a synthetic version. But anyways, a few months ago, I took BPC 157 and TB 500 at the same time. You can take a little bit of BPC 157 every day, and then I took TB 500. And if I mispronounce them, I probably have like a bunch in my mind. So you get the point. Regardless, then you take those like once a week. Certainly make sure you're doing the right dosage, do your research. But right off the bat, anybody who's telling you that it's magic is just trying to sell you on taking peptides. It's not magic, didn't magically heal any of my injuries. But there have been no really adverse effects, so I don't see why one wouldn't continue to take them, because certainly they probably do assist on that journey. I can't say that it hindered healing my back. And certainly I want to preface too, me on my peptides journey was a last resort because I struggled, or have still struggle with two chronic back issues that have plagued my life for the better part of the last 5 years, and then one recent one for like the past 6 months. And I've struggled a lot with these injuries. Don't mind that fucking bird poop, what the fuck. Anyways, with that being said though, I was taking it to assist simply my injuries. That's the only reason that I took peptides. And if you're gonna do it, why wouldn't you do it subcutaneous? Because it's gonna be better than a pill. Even, I don't care, I've heard people say that the swallowing them, the pill version is better for the gut. You can inject it near the fat solubles, I don't even know what that is, but near the fat in your stomach, and I'm sure that's much better than taking a pill. Regardless, I took BPC 157, TB 500, TB 400, whatever the fuck it's called, at the same time, both subcutaneous injections. And then now I'm also taking, I believe those were the BPC 157 was just a regular BPC 157, and I took it and it was like 98% whatever. I don't know if that's like pure. Right now though, I'm taking BPC 157 acetate. I can't explain what the difference is. There's not too much difference though. Acetate, that's 99% pure or whatever. The only side effect that I've noticed is when I started taking this new BPC 157, I took too much, I believe, because I had no effect. There was no effect the other time I took it, but I was kind of doing a high dose for the first few days because of my injury, and I didn't make the connection, but I was getting like heart palpitations. So you take too much of it, probably not the smartest. And I'm not going to get into like the steroids and anything like this. I don't advocate for steroids. The only reason I took peptides is simply because I have some fucked up injuries that I'm on a journey to heal. And honestly, I don't have any bad things to say about peptides. I can't say that it's magic though. I can't say that it solved either of my injuries. The next step, so think about it. Subcutaneous, if you take the pill, it's like whatever. And then subcutaneous, you're going into the fat. And then there's something called intermuscular, which when you go and get a shot or like a trigger point injection, that's intermuscular. So the next thing I want to do is do intermuscular peptides right into the injury, the muscle that has the injury. So with that being said, that's a little more dangerous. You really don't want to do that alone. You want to go to a provider to do that. And certainly don't do any of this alone. This is just my pure experience. Don't be fucking stupid. do your research. But yeah, I have nothing negative to say about them. I didn't do it to like, while I was really lifting muscle. It was strictly healing injuries, and no, it wasn't a magic thing that healed my injuries. I didn't just grow a bunch of muscle from it. So anybody who says that is a fucking liar. They're trying to sell you something. And whatever, it's still a good regimen to have on your healing thing. It depends on the injury too. Maybe my injuries are completely different, where like, you know, I've heard people say, Travis Pastrana saying that he injected it in his elbow and it fixes. I didn't see anything like that. As far as I have a very bad deep tissue knot that's really fucked up a lot of like my neck movement and upper body movement. The thing that's helped that the most is not peptides. It's been dry needling and very targeted trigger point injections that go really deep into the muscle. So there's that. This lower back thing is more of like a nerve reaction to like excessive use. And with that being said, I've been right now on the acetate. It still hasn't healed it, but I'm still doing my best to heal that. Again, peptides, honestly, I don't see why I'm not going to continue to take them though. To be honest, like I'll continue to do that, not for vanity or muscle. I don't give a fuck about that. This is more so for just having something that is assisting the healing journey. And yeah, I think everybody could definitely try it for the right person. I think, you know, if you're really worried about injuries and you have an injury, I think that's the best thing. But no, it's not magic. It didn't just heal my fucking injuries. I still have the injuries. Again, dry needling, trigger point injections, subcutaneous peptides, intramuscular peptides I haven't done yet. But we'll see. And yeah, they're not magic, but again, BPC 157, TB 400, 500, or thiamine beta 400, 500. I forget what they're called. It's like the same thing, but they're different. Anyways, I'm not perfect. I'm just sharing my journey with them. And other than that, peace, fam.